Hey folks, Quilly here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Football Manager 2018. We are playing as Portsmouth over here, and our season's gone to a fairly good start. I mean, we've only got one loss to show in this entire sequence of matches played so far. Admittedly, a bunch of it are friendlies, and a bunch of it is league play. The one loss, though, was West Brom was against someone who's in the Premier League, so kind of expected over there. Otherwise, feeling pretty good about ourselves. Today, we're going to be facing Rotherham over here. Rotherham? I'm gonna go with Rotherham just because. Recently demoted over here, or relegated, I should say, from the Championship League into League One over here. So I suspect a fair bit of a challenge. We are playing at home, which is always kind of nice to see, though. Tactic-wise, we're going to be going with this sort of 4-3-2-1 regista play that we've been using over here. I have tweaked a couple of the starters, just trying to really move away from some of these lone people, even though they are very good, admittedly. A really good player. Trying to put the focus on the people who are who are actually signed to our club as much as possible, including some of the new signups and things like that. Bring some people in as subs over here. Connor Rowan is still going to be playing over here. He is like the Conan the Destroyer over here. He's been doing very, very well for us. We don't really have a lot of strong options for the left forward that is not, say, Matthew Kennedy, another loner here, and Connor Rowan's just been having a much better time of it. Brett Pittman actually might have a chance of playing halfway decently over here because of the finishing and whatnot, but the problem with him is it's still going to be his slower overall speed. Jamal Lowe, if I recall correctly, should be a fairly good pick for us going forward. You can see his potential ability is pretty good. He's training up these positions quite a bit. To try to get his inside forward on the left pretty good there. If need be, we could play them as conventional wingers. I don't know. If we're playing with conventional wingers, I think what we would have to do is have an attacking midfielder and probably put the wingbacks on more of a support role rather than an attack role, because these guys would be staying a little bit wider, a little bit more consistently. But yeah, we'd have to move someone up there. So it would change a lot about the flow of things. It is still funny to me that Danny Rose has this incredibly awkward like position role duty category here, but he's been playing well at a 7.16. Everyone's been playing fairly solidly. Nathan Thompson, I don't think has played that many times, so we haven't seen his rating necessarily kick in. His sharpness, you can see, is still low. Wasn't he not like out with an injury for a long time? I feel like was the case. I'm not sure. So we've got that, and I think he's cross-training for like a regista kind of role, if I recall correctly. Position role, yeah. He's cross-training to regista right now, because I think he's got good potential to play in that role too. So we'll see how that goes. But I think this is what we're going to go for our setup. Match is today at 3. I think we can continue here. It'll do a little bit more processing. People available for the under 23s. Yes, indeed. What I'm going to do is set until fit. Nathan, we're actually using you. When's the match? Tomorrow. Yeah, so we're going to make sure. Now, he might not actually get used for the under 23s match, but I'm going to make sure to explicitly put him as unavailable here because there's a chance he'd play back-to-back. I suspect Jamal Lowe will also make it in, and it's not like his sharpness is that low, so I'm going to make him unavailable as well and encourage people to use these guys. Emmanuel Cohen over here is interesting because he is, as far as I know, ineligible for our game. Yeah, he is ineligible over here. I think what we should probably do is just move him permanently to the under 23s or under 18s. He's young enough. He's another one of these people with like potential for really high stuff. I think we just picked him up. So how do you swap him from a squad over here? Oh, there we go. Under development. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, we'll just move him to the under 18 squad here. And he should be able to crush pretty effectively over there. But good potential stats on paper. He got that good acceleration and agility, which I think is good, and like really nice to have. And then he's got that pace and stamina. Right now, he's feeling very comfortable over there. I think I was trying to train him up as a striker. I know he's not. Oops, I keep forgetting that the backs you out of there. I know he doesn't have any striker stats right now, but he's at 15. There's a chance he could develop a lot over here. And I think as a fast striker, he does have a lot of potential. I mean, already his first touch is really good. His finishing is low, unfortunately, which is pretty poor. His passing isn't that great, which is funny because he's like so comfortable playing in that sort of advanced playmaker kind of role. But this speed, I think, is going to make him a really good player up there. Half decent flair, for example, as well. If we can get his composure and whatnot up there as well, so that he doesn't feel the pressure. But again, he's 15, he's pretty young. I think there's lots of time to train him up as a advanced forward. So that's what I'm hoping to do with this fella. We'll see how it goes. All right. So yeah, putting him in the under 15s should be okay. I did take over the role of manual development, like training stuff for the under 23, like the youth clubs, so that I'm going to be guiding them fairly aggressively forward if at all possible. Like if we pop to the under 23s over here and check the individual training. Yeah, I believe I've set individual training roles for everyone, just to make it very explicit what they should train up as much as possible. So I guess we're going to submit a team. I think that's probably okay. Proceed to match. Yes, please. Have some more coffee here. It's pretty early in the morning playing this. All right. So, interesting. I don't know if I've ever played against this 4-1-4-1 kind of comp over here. Very defensively minded. Well, I mean, based on this, obviously there's going to be a lot of moving up here. I suspect one of these fellas in the middle is probably playing as some sort of advanced playmaker or box-to-box or something like that. These wingers here probably set to fairly aggressive as well. We'll see. What does this little taggy mean? I don't know. Doesn't say it. I mean, captain, I think this is like the sort of the star focus person lately. I don't know what that is. Oh, making debut. Oh, it does say it in a little pop-up eventually. You gotta mouse over it, like, just the correct pixel. You gotta mouse over what, like the background of it? That is very weird. Okay. I think he's their top goal scorer. Yeah. And then the captain over here. Okay. Let's go to the dressing room. It's drizzling 19 degrees. Seems motivated. Morale overall has been very good. I mean, we've been winning pretty solidly. We've got excellent team relationship. The sort of match cohesion is still something that's being worked on, but overall things are going fairly well. So I can't complain about the morale, even though people didn't really react to the discussion. Bright day. I know it says it was going to be drizzling, but right now it must be a thin little overcast, a little bit of drizzle, but it seems like it's got a fair amount of light and sun. That's a cheery enough day. What Mo over there gets it over to Rose. Wow, hell of a pass to Ronan, who is forced to send it backwards, which is a shame because of that. Donahue is in a potentially great position if he doesn't get marked quite as closely. Yeah, by Taylor, who intercepts that pass. Naismith does have a corner here. I don't feel like it's going to do anything, but Rose manages to keep up the offense. Tries. He's quite keen on those more aggressive shots. I think we still haven't scored a single time from outside the penalty box, but I still like the possibility, the option of the threat over there. So we're 8 minutes in. We've got 3/4 of the possession. It's still too early to, for these stats to really be locked down, but it's feeling pretty good. We still got the training going on that is moving towards having the control stance. If our possession stays this aggressive, we may in fact change to an explicit control mentality as opposed to our de facto. No, I'm not going to change to a short passing play. Wow. As opposed to our de facto sort of counter-oriented. We've got all the shots. Target, possession. I mean, on the other hand, why make a change? If things are going well, why the hell would I make a change? If we had high possession and weren't getting the shots, then I might make an alteration. But yeah, no, let's keep going over here. What the heck, man? This is pretty stupendous on paper. Not getting a whole lot of highlights, which is kind of amazing. We're now 7 shots on. Ronan with a free kick from just outside the penalty box. Slams directly into the wall. O'Keefe's going to attempt to win this race, and he does. Can he center it here before it gets tackled away? All right, sends it back to Burgess, who does get to Donahue with some space. Rose to Ronan. Fast passing sequence. Ronan's a bit boxed in there. Donahue finds himself in a brilliant position. Can he? Wow. He went for it. And actually, because, again, there's a whole problem with, it's a 3D game, but it's on a 2D monitor, and it's hard to see depth of field. For a second there, I thought that had gone in. O'Keefe, big bomb from outside. We do have the work ball in the box instruction, right? I mean, I'm sure we do, because we never get rid of it. Look at this possession. 10-0 on shots as well. Now, let me double-check something. I think we have both work ball into box and look for overlap. I mean, you can't really get any more conservative with the shot options than this. We are telling our players to take all the time in the world, really, to set up for the perfect shot, and it's not going in. So, I guess, again, I think we're doing okay, and we shouldn't make any changes. But this is starting to get a little bit frustrating from my point of view. It could be that the forwards are having kind of a bad game here overall. You know, maybe their accuracy is a little lower. That could be a thing. Could be the goalkeeper's just having a really, really wonderful game. It's too early to make any substitutions, and yet I don't see an argument to be made to change anything. Could pump the ball more into the box, but I don't think so. I think that's a sort of silly desperation thing. And again, our striker is not really an airball player. He's a speedier fellow, I think, than an airball type of person. So I think the early crosses, float, whatever, pump ball into box isn't going to work out any better than what we've got going on now. Back to close, big giant bomb of doom. People keep doing that. You know what we probably need? What we probably need, and we haven't been working on this, it's probably run at defense. I think our players are too scared. That's the missing part of the really get in the box. They're too scared to sort of move past people, and they're forced to take these further shots. If we do the run at defense, there's more likely that we're going to try to scooch past these people and get into the penalty box and take the closer shot. Now, whether or not that'll be successful, I don't know, but it seems to be possibly the missing part of the puzzle right over here, because those shots from a distance are being a bit of a problem, and we might want to add that permanently to our tactic, actually. Naismith with the corner, does get sent away, and it looks like we're going to give up possession over there, unfortunately. They just dumped the ball deep, which Thompson does head it back. Naismith beats there, and then there we go, we've stabilized on the offense. Very nice, because that could have continued going bad. Rose gets it up to Naismith, who does get pinned down. Back to Rose, who sends it way across to Donahue over here. Neat angle for the... not so much for the cross there, but he sends it kind of short to someone who really didn't have much of a scoring opportunity, unfortunately. On the defense, I'm going to have some more coffee. It's very early in the morning here, hence a little bit more low-key. Newell crosses it dangerously. A header was available there. That was incredibly dangerous. Luckily, ball does not send it anywhere with any kind of accuracy. So thank goodness for that. So it looks like the first half is going to end up scoreless. We still have 2/3 of the possession here, and an incredible shot advantage. But yeah, if they're coming from a distance, we may take a quick look at the analysis at the half here and try to get a sense as to exactly where these shots have been coming from. We just moved up currently because of other people's games. Team analysis. Regain possession well, lost possession in central area, middle third, struggle with possession in opposition's half. Analysis. So just, how do you get the quick shot analysis? It's got to be, there we go. For myself. And is this the entire half? Every single one of them has come from outside the box. Every single one of them. That's incredible. Okay, yeah, we're gonna keep the run at defense, which they seem to be dealing with okay here. Okay, we're also going to go for the control mentality. So hold on. If I just go and pop over here, this is the one we're specifically be doing the control mentality. So I'm just going to switch that just in case, and we'll put in the run at defense as well. So we'll be a little bit more aggressive with our forwards. It's the biggest change that's going to happen here with the fluidity. I mean, everyone will push up a little bit more too, which is okay. But I think our forwards will get a little bit more of an aggressive mentality, which even without the run at defense may encourage them to do that rather than try some of these a little safer distance shots. I mean, the distance shots are less likely to result in an immediate turnover, ignoring the goal kick potential here. So yeah, Ronan and Chaplin are only sitting at 6.5. It's Naismith with the corner. Gets defended easily. Ronan picks it up, can probably send it back to Naismith. No, he decides to just run all the way down the flank, then send it in for a cross. Close keeps it in, takes another giant shot from the distance that goes completely wide. I don't understand what's happening. I feel like our offense is just falling apart here. All right, Mr. Ronan, we're going to swap you for Jamal. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start with that. Now, of course, they've been adapting their tactics on the other side, so they might be, you know, finding ways to counter our defense and make some of these moves. Ooh, that rebound was very dangerous. I was very scared to see that. They're doing some substitutions on their side as well. There's Jamal Lowe coming on. O'Keefe gives the ball away, basically. All right, it's going to be a goal kick here. Let's get an offensive play. Just get one up on the board. What is this? It's over here, right? We're gonna tell people to push forward. It may be a little early for an actual push forward, but come on. Let's kick some ass here. Hey, we've been on more of a defensive footing this whole... There's that header from Ball. Someone who tried it before. Unbelievable. I'm very frustrated with the team. I can't believe we dominated that hard in the first half. And actually, in a sense, our possession is still higher here, but clearly we're not getting the quality of possession. I mean, maybe the run at defense is what's costing us some of the quality of possession here, that we're not seeing the replays. Close fires at that wall, and that's it. That's the entire offensive play. All right, well, let's keep doing some subs here. Tristan Burgess at a 6.4 is really disappointing. Ollie Hawkins is really interesting because he can play both defense and striker. Okay, Matt Clark doesn't have much sharpness, but I'm going to bring him in anyway. And then I'm going to swap Connor Chaplin for Ollie Hawkins here. It's okay, well, it's not that late, or that early in the game. But we're going to go ahead and do something like this. Place a defender who's been having a bit of a worse position, or worse game, and then replace more people up front. We're still desperately trying to get in that freaking score. Thompson gets it to close, back to Thompson. There's a defender right there harassing. I don't know if that was the brilliantest move. Rose gets it to Hawkins, who tries to send it ahead of Naismith. Yeah, pass into space, but I don't think Naismith was aware and looking for it. I mean, the pass into space may be costing us some of it as well. I don't know. Up to Naismith, gets it to O'Keefe. O'Keefe's got a few passing players. I was going to say he's probably going to have to send it backwards. Bit of a reset to Watmo. Watmo up to close, to Rose. Sends it to Lowe. Low back to O'Keefe, who's, I was going to say, struggling to find someone to pass it to. Naismith goes wide here to pick that up. Tries to cross it to Hawkins, but it gets deflected away, close to Thompson. Another big, oh my gosh! Big cross there. Hawkins does head it in there. This might be his debut for our team. I'm not sure here. Let's take a quick look. Now, he's probably a bit more of a jumper. Yeah. I was going to say, he's got the great jumping reach and the heading. That's one of the reasons you can play defensive so well. When he's in here, we kind of want to maybe go ahead with the sort of more... this would be a good opportunity for the float crosses. And we could go pump ball into box, or we could go to hit early crosses. I think we'll switch to the float crosses. We won't make too many other changes and go there. 10 minutes left. I really want to win out of this. It will feel very shameful if we don't somehow get one in there, but I'm not going to go to a super crazy aggressive stance because we've got to draw. Like, if you're down, losing, getting scored on more, it doesn't really matter too much, but if we lose the draw all of a sudden, that'll be a bad thing. So just a few minutes left in here. I like how there's still like one guy sitting on the pitch as the times are going on here. 4 minutes more. Again, the possession and the shots have been way in our favor. They're taking more fouls than we are. This might be the final play of the game. It doesn't make me happy that they have it, but oh, there we go. We steal the ball, get it to Lowe, who's going to be able to send it far forward to Hawkins here. Ooh, I'm surprised he didn't lose the ball there. He gets it way wide, tries to get it to Hawkins, but unfortunately it doesn't quite work out that way. And once again, Rotherham is on the offense there. Clark with a beautiful takeaway. Watmo Donahue sends it deep forward to Hawkins. Naismith sends it forward there. It's just going to get scooped up by the goalkeeper. Don't mind that, though, actually. There was a real possibility that Jamal Lowe would have been able to pick that up early. So we're going to have to settle with a draw. I am very disappointed on multiple levels that we didn't get a win. I mean, home team advantage and all that. I mean, I think on paper, these guys might be slightly stronger because, again, they did drop down from the championship. But, like, the shots on, the possession, it feels like we could have done more. I think we should really sympathize with the team. You've been unlucky so far. I don't know if, like, unluckiness, maybe. I mean, maybe we did get unlucky with the shooting, but I think... Rescues late draw. I wonder... Well, especially on the more offensive version, we're going to go run at defense. But I think we might do that on both, in fact. Because we actually... 12 acceleration. Why are your stats all dropping? You're 25. You shouldn't be getting worse. So we got some good speed here. And Chaplin's got some speed too, right? Yeah, you know what? I think we may have not have done it at first because we were playing Brett Pittman, but now I think we can throw the run at defense. And also, like, the pass into space. Like, we're trying to utilize the fact that we've got a fairly speedy forward three here to just jump ahead of the defense at the right time. And get close to the net and shoot from point-blank range instead of from a million miles away where nothing is ever working here. Sharpness is sitting at 100% for a lot of people. We might want to do a little bit more rotation. I mean, part of my substitution often tries to bring these stats up a little bit, but because I mean, I don't know if you can start someone at 64. That seems like you're just asking for trouble, and that's what like the under 23s are there for, right? When we sub some people in, so hopefully they'll get a little bit more of a go. Our next game is an away game in 7 days against AFC Wimbledon. Over here. That is going to be an away game. This is going to be another away league game. I probably won't actually televise those. So most likely the next video we're going to see is going to be this home game versus Fleetwood. And we don't have another cup match until way over here. And it's just another group match over here. So we may or may not show that one, but we've got a bunch of home games before then. So we'll be seeing plenty at that point. But yes, most likely the next match will be against Fleetwood over here. So hopefully we can do some away game wins over here to score some points. I mean, overall in the competition, we're not doing too badly. We're 6th overall, but you can see 2 wins, 3 draws over here. I mean, we haven't dropped a game, which is really the strength of what's going on here. But yeah, if we had picked up a win over there, that would have put us, because we got, what, 1 point for a draw and 3 for a win? So we would have been 2nd in the league, just all of a sudden. It's early days yet. It is very, very, very early days, but man, that would have felt good. Thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you guys next time.